I went from not being able to pass challenges and then not being able to take prop firm payouts to taking multiple prop firm payouts every week this month. We're coming into the end of October, and I've taken more than one payout every week this month, which is pretty wild to say. 5 of those, these have come from different accounts, right? It's not all from one or anything like that, but 5 of those have come from one prop firm live account that I was moved into this month. Now, I don't claim to be the best trader in the world. There's certainly people that are leaps and bounds ahead of me, making way more trading, more prop firm payouts, more in live accounts, which I also trade live accounts, but talking about the prop firms here. But I think it can be helpful to acknowledge what's working for me, what's helped me maybe get to this point, some things that I think have worked pretty well over the course of this last month as we're coming into the end of it. Now, you guys might say, hey, Zach, that's cool. Your editor threw a bunch of screenshots and emails up on your video, and that doesn't really mean anything. It's not worth a damn. And I would agree with you. That's why I trade live 9:15 every dang day right here on YouTube. Real live trading, execution, stops, targets, wins and losses shown, right? It's not all wins and prop firm payouts. I actually took a loss today on the day that I'm recording this video, but all this stuff is up here, literally hundreds of hours of live trading. And you could watch this stuff play out for yourself, right? You could watch the mistakes made, the heartbreaks, the tough days. You could watch the success, the prop firm payouts, all the fun stuff, the run-ups, and nice win streaks. Along with that, if you want to hop in a 100% free trading community, because again, I don't have a course or a VIP or a mentorship, there's no upsell in here. I have that. Over 2,000 members in this free community where I share a bunch of my trading. I answer questions. I try to give you guys all the sauce, everything I possibly have, 100% for free. As you can see, this is not just all green P&Ls. We have different channels with different guys calling out a ton, breaking down their strategies, trades in real time, things that are working, things that are not working. Of course, I've got my stuff in here outside of just trading live as well. But I'd be more than happy to have you in the community, right? If you say, hey man, that sounds cool, all the stuff that you're talking about, I like to watch it play out, or I want to ask you questions, you can do that. You can do that tomorrow morning. You can do that today, depending on what time it is when you're watching this video. Be more than happy to have you in the community. Now, I'm just going to break down my chart real quick again and kind of yap for a little bit about what I think has helped me. Again, trading prop firm accounts is interesting. It's definitely an interesting dynamic. There's a lot of different ways that people approach it. For me, I think actually attempting to trade, right, not just crazy aggressive YOLOing insanity is helpful. But I will say I do trade prop firm accounts more aggressively than I do a personal live account. That should go without saying. The way that I've been able to work towards more payouts, to work towards prop firm live accounts for me specifically, what's worked pretty well, and this might be different for you, but it's been trading the best accounts that I can find individually. And best accounts, I mean the more expensive, right? The higher top shelf prop firm accounts, either instant funded, evals, whatever you want to go with. If you want to check out Top 1 Futures, which is the live account that I've been moved into, I'll link it right here. 55% off with code RDF. The OG instant funded accounts, the standard instant funded accounts are my favorite from them. Widest rule set, right? Higher price, but the ability to work towards payouts and then potentially a live account is pretty sweet. Now, the way I was able to do that and my game plan going forward is to trade individual accounts, not copy trade all of them at the same time, but to have as many as they allow me to have, trade them individually, slightly more aggressively doing that, and intending to build a buffer. Now, if you're just working towards your first payout, set your profit target at whatever you need to set that goal at, right? If you're looking to move towards a live account, what's the max amount that you could take with you, or how much do you want to try to take with you to a live account? Maybe you build a nice buffer as you start trading a little bit more aggressively, and then you have a lot of cushion. It's really nice for your overall risk management, for your mindset to build a little bit more buffer starting out individually in each account, right? If you are, doing well in one, maybe it's not so well in another, so all of them are not in one basket, but being able to really aggressively trade off of the starting point for these accounts, build more of a buffer, put yourself in a great position to start taking payouts, and then be considered for a live account. That's worked really well for me overall. What I'm going to look at here on the charts is, this is my YM chart. This is the 15-minute chart. This is trading view just for the video, but this is really the exact same setup that I run on Project X, which is where I'm trading primarily, although I do trade off of Project X as well. YM on the 15-minute chart, 3 tools and then a drawing tool. This is actually an indicator. I'm going to talk about that, but this is what I get asked the most about, so I'm just going to break it down quick in this video. We have the visible range volume profile here over on the right-hand side, and I will talk about my approach real quick. We have the row size increased. This style is also changed. That's decreased a little bit. Colors are just monotone. Outside of that, it's all standard settings. VWAP down here in the middle, volume weighted average price. Standard settings, just the white colorway. Traditional volume down here on the bottom, and that's the only 3 that I have on Project X. On TradingView, this is actually an indicator. It's session volume profile with all of the standard settings. On Project X, we don't have that. So what I use is over here. I'll actually click on it so you can see. Under volume based, we have fixed range volume profile. It's a drawing tool and it allows you to draw out, I'll do it just in the middle so you can see, to draw out a volume profile, right? It's very, very similar to, actually the exact same as the session volume profile if you just drew it from the start of the session all the way through what's currently trading. And then you can do that for every prior day, which is exactly what I do on Project X, right? I go from session changeover, right at session changeover, all the way to the end of the session on the 15-minute chart. Really quickly, just briefly to break down, I've enjoyed trading YM. I've really enjoyed trading YM. I started trading now as the US 30 CFD with futures, with Forex and CFD prop firms back before I came over to futures. And it's been really cool to come back to YM. I was trading YM a lot live, and now I'm obviously back to trading it live. I find YM pulls these really overly exaggerated, whippy movements right off of the open and then oftentimes throughout the day. And I find that nice to work with. I'm going to talk about this piece, which I think is really important. I was trading ES for a long time. I was trading NQ for a long time. And I think a lot of traders get stuck trading whatever they see everybody else trade, right? Maybe this is a little bit of mindset and psychology. It comes down to expectations. I would encourage you to not be all over the place, not try 47 different things, but don't be afraid if you've traded an instrument, maybe that's not the popular one. You've traded something that seems to work well, but not everybody that you trade with trades that. I wouldn't shy away from trading that. I would not shy away from trying to trade something like YM, gold, maybe it's crude oil or lean hogs, right? Or something, maybe even more obscure than YM is to NQ and ES. But don't be afraid to trade something different. Don't be afraid to put yourself to outside of the box of everybody trading NQ and ES. I don't think there's one best. I don't think there's one overall that's best for everybody. I think it's up to us as traders to try to experiment and find different instruments, right? Weapons of choice that seem to work well with our read of the market, the way that we interpret price action, market structure, volume tools like you see on my chart. And YM has really helped me out with that this year. Now, that's not all that's, added into a lot of decent payouts this month, all that fun stuff, but it's something that I definitely wanted to talk about. I wanted to show you guys, I'm on the black sheep, right? I'm not trading the popular NQ. I'm not trading ES right now, and that's okay, right? People ask me why YM, and it's hard to put your finger on it, right? It's probably I was trading this back in the day. It's something that I've tested. Maybe there's something out there that's even better for me than specifically YM, and my general approach, because I am discretionary, could work better on something else. So don't be afraid to try something else out there. If you have something that's working strategy-wise, approach-wise, risk management-wise, that's outside of the box, man, don't be afraid to go after that. Don't be afraid to lean into that. If you want to watch me trade YM live every dang morning, I do that free. Like I talked about in the beginning of this video, 9:15. You could ask me questions. You could see my strategy, my approach, stuff that's working well, stuff that's not working well, all play out in real time, and have your questions answered in Discord. If you guys have any other questions, feel free, drop them below this video. I'm happy to talk to you. Quick disclaimer before I wrap it up. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything. Make sure you do your own research, make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is. Even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content like Top 1 Futures, code RDF, Bookmap, and others. Hope this video helped, guys. We'll talk to you soon.